Everyone, welcome to another video, second video of the day today if you're watching on the same day I upload my weekly videos. So today I'm going to go through a list. I don't know how many I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 fragrances right now that I have purchased more than one bottle of, and to be in this list I've got 1, have it in my collection currently, and 2, I'll be on my 3rd bottle or more. So I've had to be on the 3rd bottle, or I have had more than that, and I've still got a bottle today. So there are going to be some that are not on the list. Of course, I've used them, and I haven't repurchased things like, and I'm probably not going to ever repurchase again, things like Mugler Pure Malt, because I've had at least 3 of those. I think I've run out on the 3rd one, and I haven't repurchased because the prices are just stupid and it's not worth it. I'm not prepared to pay silly money for discontinued things just because it's discontinued. I'm not that kind of collector. So there's fragrances like that that I have had more than 3 bottles of, or I've used at least 3 bottles of, but I just haven't got in my collection right now. What you're seeing in this video today is what I've got in my collection right now, and I am on the 3rd bottle or more. So there we have it. So that's the yeah, should we get on? So some of them, I say, I'll be able to remember what I've had. Some of them not so much. I've had that so long that I know I've probably bypassed at least 5, and some I can remember if I'm on the 3rd bottle or not. So no particular order. I'm not going to leave my most used one till last and so on. Just going to randomly pick what we got here. So this one, Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal. This is my 3rd bottle. The first bottle I ever had was 100ml like this one. Then I purchased a 50ml, and then I've got this 3rd bottle, which is almost empty. You know, it's less than 50%. So yes, I've used a lot of this fragrance, one of my favourites. This is the 3rd bottle I've had of this. So the smell of that is just, once it's been sitting in the jar for a bit, in the bottle for a bit, just absolutely love it. And I will probably rebuy this again as soon as this one's finished. It's a good staple in my collection, this one. I normally don't rebuy a lot of fragrances, so these are like the exceptions, are like some of my favourites. So L'Homme Ideal Eau de Toilette, is the first one. Alright, next, I haven't had that long actually. I repurchased after not having a bottle of this for some time. This one is 24 gold. Again, the original Eau de Toilette version, not the Oud version or anything like that. That's the 24 gold. Oh, this one. My favourite vanilla fragrance there is. God, blimey. I gush over this one, it's absolutely lovely. So, story on this one. When it was sort of hyped back in the day, I bought 2 50mls because I saw them really cheap for the 50mls. So I bought 2 of the 50mls to get myself 100mls. After I polished them off quite quickly, I bought 100mls, and then finished that, and then I haven't had this fragrance for quite a few years. And then I saw it going cheap on some of these sites. I'm not sure if they knew what they got, because this fetches a penny now. And I purchased your normal sort of price, around £30 or so. So this is my 4th bottle, technically. 2 50mls, 100mls, and now this 100mls that I've just started. So 24 gold. Yes, so 4 bottles. I'm on my 4th bottle right now. Okay, next, one from Mugler, and this is a Mugler Pure Havane. This is the, I can't remember, this is either 3rd or 4th bottle. I think it's the 4th bottle since its release. I know I went mad when it this and Pure Malt first come out, I remember buying like 2 of each, getting through those quite quick. Then I'm sure I've had another 1 of each, but then that's it. I think that's the 3 bottles of Pure Malt. But then I repurchased this one. For some reason, I think I just saw it. This was the only one that was still at a regular price. Well, Pure Malt was going up. This one was just like the last couple one of my sites that I used had. They didn't have Pure Malt, but they had this at the normal price. So I'll repurchase another 1 of these, which is what this one is. So I believe it's technically this is the 4th one. So I've had 3 of Pure Malt. Well, this is the 4th one, and it's probably going to be the last because I'm not paying the prices for them. But I haven't got much left either, which is a shame. But stunning! This and Pure Malt are stunning fragrances. This is how Mugler used to do fragrances, and now they've just gone to shit. So Mugler Pure Malt. Okay, next on the list, one from Versace, and it's the Dreamer. I do believe, well, I know I've had at least 2 other bottles, so this is either the 3rd or 4th. I think it might be just the 3rd, where I have started the 3rd bottle. Had a couple of these obviously in the past. It might even be my 4th, but I ain't 100%, so I'm going to say my 3rd. But this is at least my 3rd bottle, and we all know this one. Nice, clean, fresh lavender-like, powdery, with a dry tobacco in it. It's unique, and that's why I like it, and of course I like the smell of it anyway. So I'm on at least my 3rd bottle, if not my 4th bottle of Versace, the Dreamer. Next, Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. This is my 4th bottle. I've had 2 100ml, then I had a 50ml, and now I've got another 100ml, which I'm halfway down. So this is my 4th bottle. God, blimey. And excuse me. So one thing, I had 1 bottle of when it was the original one in the black short black square one, like the original Guerlain Eau de Toilette. I think this was called Guerlain Homme Extreme or something like that, and like those square bottles that they used to come in, black one. That's what this is. Just call it Eau de Parfum now. So I've had 1 bottle of that one in the old square black bottle. I had 1 of this type. Then I had 100ml. Then I had 1 of the 50ml of this type, and now another 100ml of this one. So they've all been in this style bottle, apart from 1. I believe they've rebranded to the L'Homme Ideal bottles. I don't know if this is part of it. I'm pretty sure it probably is. But they've rebranded all the men's ones into that style. So if I get another one, which I probably will, it'll be in that style of bottle, if they still do it, of course. I haven't actually checked if they still do this, so I'm going to assume they do. But this is my 4th bottle of Guerlain Homme Eau de Parfum. Next is one from Paco Rabanne, and it is Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. So I think this is my 3rd bottle. I had a 100ml bottle. No, it's my 4th bottle. I had a 100ml bottle. Then I had a 50ml bottle. Then I had, I can't remember if it was a 50 or 100ml bottle of the Aftershave Splash, so I'm still counting that. And then I've got this 100ml spray again. So I know I've had 2 of these 100ml. I've had a 50ml, and I can't remember what size the Aftershave Splash was. It was either 100ml or 50ml. So technically I'm counting the aftershave as well, because it is a bottle of the same juice, if you will. So 4th bottle of Paco Rabanne Pour Homme. Really, again, of course, really do enjoy this one. Nice sort of powdery, slightly sweet barbershop green scent from Paco Rabanne back in the day. And again, another staple in my collection. Will always have a bottle of this around. As long as they produce it, I'll have one. Okay, discontinued scent. This one is the Cerruti 1881 Aquaforte. I've got numerous bottles of this, but what I've gotten through, I believe I've finished 2 bottles of the larger size. This is I think this is the 75ml. Yeah, 75ml. They come in 125, I think it is, 120, something like that, the bigger bottles. I got through 2 of the bigger bottles, and this is the 2nd of the smaller bottles, so this is the 4th bottle that I've gotten through. So 2 larger bottles, 1 75ml, and just started another 75ml of this one. Really enjoy this one. Nice and strong, it projects really well, it lasts really well on the skin for a sort of clean, freshy. Oh, it's one of those I just wish it never got discontinued, really do. And it's an absolute banger of a fragrance, really good. It gets compliments, it lasts, it projects, it does everything you want from a freshy cologne and more. It's Aquaforte by Cerruti 1881 line. Okay, J. Paul Homme. I believe this is my 3rd bottle. I could be wrong, could be 4, but this one, J. Paul Homme, Eau de Toilette. Yet to try the Eau de Parfum. As and when I see it, I'll let you know when I get it. I have got in the post the original Bergeron Paul Homme. Excuse me, the Eau de Parfum in the post, so I'll be reviewing that at some point. But anyway, we're on about this one. J. Paul Homme Eau de Toilette. My first ever bottle I had was a partial bottle, about half full, of a 50ml from I purchased from Greggy Boy 76. Then I believe I bought 100ml. Finished that, then this is the next one, so this is my 3rd bottle, I believe. I could be wrong, I may have had another 50ml that I can't remember. Something's in here saying I had another small 50ml for some reason, but maybe I gave it away. Maybe that's what it was. Anyway, but it's at least my 3rd bottle, and I'm starting to get down this a little bit as well, where pretty much all these quite often. Oh, it's lovely. Just spicy, tangy vanilla. Great, one of the best Oriental fragrances. A cheap Oriental fragrance designer brand. Beautiful stuff. So yeah, I'm going to call it my 3rd bottle from J. Paul Homme by Bergeron. Okay, so one I can't remember how many I've had. This one is Chanel's Allure Homme. Now, I know I've had at least one 100ml, not including this one, so this is the 2nd one 100ml. So I believe I've had 100ml, a 2nd 100ml, I know I've had a 50ml, and I know I've had 150ml. So I believe I'm on my 4th bottle. So I do remember having 100ml, then a 50ml, then 150ml, if I'm remembering right in order, and then this one. So unfortunately, today's juice just doesn't cut it. I mean, it smells like Allure Homme, but it's watered down. It's nowhere near as you know, it's nice and opulent, and it just smells a little more synthetic, a little more watered down. It's just not as good as it used to be, unfortunately. So I'm probably not going to rebuy another bottle of this after finishing this one, because today's formulation on it isn't. I mean, it smells like it should, but it's weaker, and it doesn't smell as rich, and just quality isn't there. And it's a shame, because it was one of my favourites, and hence why I rebought a lot of bottles of it. But today's juice now. So I'll use this one, but I probably ain't going to rebuy if it's going to be a lot of this. So Chanel's Allure Homme. Okay, Ted Lapidus Paul Homme. So this is my 4th bottle, and although technically I haven't used, this is the 3rd one in use, because I've got a backup bottle. So I've used 2 bottles before. This is the 3rd one that I've opened, but I've also got a backup bottle upstairs unopened or unused. So this is technically my 3rd bottle of use, but 4th bottle I've purchased, or 3rd bottle I've purchased, because my 4th bottle is upstairs. However you want to see it. So yeah, I've purchased 4 bottles, but I've worn 2.5, say, because this is about halfway down. Love TDAPA Purum. One of my favourite sort of drizzly day. I tell you what, this is good for a day of when it's nice and fresh, but it's raining or has been raining. It's a little cooler of a day. Oh, it just goes really, really well. Everything under the kitchen sink, perfume wise is in here, but true classic back from the day, and it just still smells great. It's like a masterpiece, this stuff. It's really good for the price as well. You get it for about 15 to 20 pounds a bottle. You can't grumble at that. So TDAPA Purum. So now we're getting into I'll tell you what, the last 3 you probably are, well, not in order, but they're certainly the top 3 for a reason. I've left them there. This one from Dolce & Gabbana, the Dolce & Gabbana Purum. Now, from memory, I've had 2 of the larger ones, 125. I've never had a 200ml, I don't think, or I could have done. I may have sold it, I don't know. I think I remember having a 200ml. It's in here. I'm sure I've had a 200ml. I know I didn't get through all of it, so maybe I sold it. I know I've had at least 2 of the 125mls. I know I've had 3 of these, and I know I've had one of the smaller bottles, like the 50 or 60ml or whatever there was. And I've had an aftershave splash of this size. So I believe I'm on my 3rd bottle of the 125mls. I've had the half size one around the 60ml or whatever it is, 75ml, and I've had 125ml of the aftershave splash, and I may have even had the 200mls, but I don't think I finished it. I think I had it for a little while and sold it. I do believe it's in my memory somewhere. So yeah, these are the ones that I've had a lot of juice of, and really enjoy it. You know, it's a nice combination of citrus, spices, powdery, woody, definitely masculine cologne. Real nice. Yeah, it's a bit synthetic on the top, but the top goes away after say half an hour, and then it starts pulling up the sort of a slightly sweet vanilla with the powdery side and the spices and the woods, and still a little bit of that citrus throughout. Real nice. I've always enjoyed it. I have had also though, I can't remember what size bottle it was. Maybe it was like 75ml, something like that, of one of the originals, you know, with these stickers on. And I think I got through maybe 2/3 of a bottle, then sold it. So technically I haven't finished that bottle, but I did have one. So I have purchased one of the original sort of Italian made sort of ones. So yeah, quite a bit of this juice of Dolce & Gabbana Purum. Okay, next, this one, these last 2, I really don't know how many I've had because I've had so many. Jour Pomme, I've been having this, I've always had a bottle of this on the shelf since maybe I was in middle teens, something around there, sort of 14ish, 13, 14ish. So I know I've had numerous bottles of the 125ml, numerous bottles. I've had at least one 200mls, which might actually be on my channel somewhere, maybe not. Maybe it was one of my older videos which I've deleted. So I know I've had a 200ml. I know I've had the smaller, like 75ml, at least one of those. These, at least 6. Oh, well, at least them is 6. Got to be from that length of time. So 200mls, let's say call it 625mls. I know I've had at least one of the smaller, I think it's 75ml. But what I've never had is the aftershave splash. You can get the aftershave splash, so I might get one of those. Because then, you know, I've got something I can just splash on quick, and it's not going to be as strong as this. This has again been established since I'm mid-teens. I've always had one, and again, today's juice, not quite as rich and strong and as nice as the original, but still pretty good. I'd still think this is still the best from the house of all the fragrances, although I haven't tried Splash yet, which I want to try. You can still get Splash reasonably cheap, so I'm going to try Splash, but I don't think I'll ever top this because this has got memories for me. So Yopom, many bottles of in the past. Okay, last up, of course, it can only be one, and it's my signature scent, Cerutti 1881. So I don't think I've ever had the Splash, and I don't think, or maybe I've had one bottle of the 50ml, but all the others, since again roughly the same age as that one, since I've been having fragrances roughly mid to late teens, mid-teens, I've always had a bottle of this around. So this and Yelp are the two that I've always had bottles of hanging around. So God knows how many I've had of this. This is one I've used even more than Yopom. It's scary. It's got to be 10 plus. It's got to be. Oh, and I still love it. The combination of the herbs and the woodiness and the florals, and yeah, just proper like sort of barbershop fougere kind of. Oh, it just does me every time, this one. Beautiful stuff. I currently have this, which is the 100 mils, I believe. Yeah, 100 mils, which I haven't got much left of. And I currently have a backup upstairs of the 200 mils, which I wouldn't say they're easy to get hold of, but certainly not as easy as they used to be. There isn't that many places do the 200 mils, and I managed to find one at a very cheap cost. So I've got this 100 mils, which is a bit left in, maybe, I don't know, what would you call it, 15, 20 mil, or about 20 mil, something like that. I've got 200 mils upstairs, ready to rock when this when this runs out, and I've got to be in double numbers with this one. And I'm going to finish this by this year, of course. There isn't that much left. God knows how long it's going to take me to get through 200 mils, especially with all the other perfumes I have. But it's still one of my favourites, if not my favourite still. Perfume of all time. Absolutely love it. So, the one I have had the most bottles of is definitely 1881, coming close second with Yopom. So, yeah, the original 1881 Eau de Toilette. So that's it, ladies and gents. That is my bottles I've had the most of. Let me know in the comments below what you've had a lot of bottles of, or are you someone who's never really had a lot of different bottles, maybe that you've just tried one of everything. I wish I could say that. The wallets would certainly be fatter, but in the future I'm not going to buy quite as many the backups and that. I think I'm going to concentrate with my money more on things I haven't yet tried. Plenty of old school fragrances that I haven't had in a long time, or I can't quite remember having for a long time, and some more modern stuff. I mean, I'm not really into the modern things that are coming out, especially designer, so I might be looking more into niche and indie sort of side of things. The modern stuff really isn't doing anything for me at all. There's bound to be a few, but there isn't much. I want to dive a bit more into the Acqua di Parma line, so I have got in the post a little 3 set of 20 mils, and I think it's got the original Acqua di Parma Colonia, it's got Pura and the Intense, I think, like three 20 mils in a little collection. So I'll be going through those and enjoying those and reviewing those and so on. So there's plenty out there to be getting on with. So again, let me know in the comments section anything you want to say about the video or comment on. Just leave a comment below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I really do appreciate everything you do for me, and I'll see you again soon on the next video.